Pole position, sophomore Jeff Gordon with a record lap at 181.439. On board with Jeff Gordon in 6.
Something happened to Mark there. Now they just got a good running start at him. I don't know where he's going to decide to let him go a little bit or not.
Gordon back now to the 6th spot. And Ward Burton pulling up from 7th. There's been a change, however, behind him. Ernie Irvin is rolling. He's into 8th. Ricky Rudd now in 9th, back to 10th. Follows the 77 car. Nemechek falls back into 6th. Ward Burton trying to pull up on this threesome as they come around to complete lap number 12. Green so far over all 43 cars in the early going of the Coca-Cola 600. Expected to be done about 9:30 Eastern tonight in this $1.2 million test.
I tell you what, they're not getting strung out as quick as what I thought they would. Everybody's just right there on each other all the way back to 34th place.
Okay, working his way right through the field. Take a look at this as the front row cars are back at it this time with Nemechek in the 41 on the bottom, fighting with Jeff Gordon. That's for 4th. Nemechek's going to take it for a moment.
Yeah, he finally got him.
Ride in the DuPont car for a moment with Gordon as he tries to close back in on Nemechek. You get a sense that back straightaway isn't quite as smooth as it looks from up here.
It's not smooth at all. About 2/3 of the way down, it really gets rough. But you get the car under control before you get to the corner, so you're okay.
Do something to get itself back up in here, but it's going to take a pit stop, and we're at lap 42. When should they be coming in, Richard, if we stay green?
Somewhere around 60 laps. I imagine all of them will stop a little early to begin with, sort of see what's going on, and you know, make their adjustments as early as they can.
Give you these pit stops.
I think this is a very critical point of the race. This is the very first pit stops of the night. It's a long, long race. People like Rusty Wallace and a lot of the guys up front like Earnhardt. I think Richard will agree with me. When they make these pit stops, the quicker pit stops will really close up track position. I think you'll see somebody leading the race after a round of these pit stops other than Rick Mast.
Coming in very slowly as we watch Jeff Gordon making his pit stop is Schrader trying to get this car rolled. Whole crew is out on pit road trying to bring him down. Here you see Jeff Gordon in the 24 car, and he's got a mitt full of Morgan Shepherd.
And Morgan, we hadn't heard a whole lot from Morgan. He's just been there. He's been wrecked. And you know, maybe it's time. They didn't run half the race. Maybe it's time for Morgan to get involved in it.
The third car in the field is a lap car. That's the number 8. It is Jeff Burton, who is running in 11th spot. He's 1 lap down. Look at Gordon coming back again from the bumper cam of Bodine. Bodine is in 3rd. Gordon back there in 4th and closing. And here comes Morgan Shepherd. Morgan fades it up to the outside a little. Ricky Rudd is also there. He's in the lead lap with the tied car, number 10.
I hadn't heard no tell of him. He's just been there running the first 8 or 10 all day long. Now they're starting to take advantage of that particular position that they got on the track.
That's what we talked about yesterday, the old petty thing, you know. You're just in there, nobody's paying attention till halfway. At halfway, you're in the lead lap. I can't think who told me that years ago.
Then you get serious.
Yeah.
They start paying
from then on. They started checking, and if the old 43 was in the lead lap at halfway, it was time to pack the toolbox and go home.
Sometimes it was. Sometimes it wasn't.
Talk about the Michael Waltrip car. He is running 15th on the field, and he's shown as 2 laps down. Shepherd finished 2nd in this race in 87, while behind the wheel of a Stacy car. Make that one better. Lights are on around the racetrack now. How do you like those lights?
They're not caution lights. These are lights to make it. Okay.
I mean the night lights.
Yeah, okay. Here at Spaceship, big racetrack, even a little racetrack. Saturday night specials is really good. They always have been, and that's, you know, that's the backbone of the sport.
Jeff Gordon stays in that 4th spot. He's got Morgan Shepherd chasing around after him, and right in front of him is Jeff Bodine. It's a whale of a battle. We're midway in it in the Coca-Cola 600 Winston Cup season when he won this Coca-Cola 600. Dale is 2nd this year, and he's not worried. Here's Rick.
I think that's as many laps as I've seen anybody run side by side down here. You know, used to you can do it, or most of the time you can do it maybe a couple of laps. But man, they've been going at it here. You see that thing move a little. The once it breaks loose, you have a heck of a time getting that thing glued back down so that it'll go straight.
Back with you live, and you're watching as Bodine works Gordon. This is for fourth. And here comes Gordon right back, not willing to give an inch. Gordon on the outside, Bodine.
There's Nemechek watching them race.
Yes, and Ernie Irvin's right there, too, with a catbird seat to view it from. Earnhardt being shown 2 laps down in 9th. Michael Waltrip 10th. Loy Allen up to 11th. Musgrave 12th. Sterling Marlin 13th. And Chuck Bound now 14th. Sure begin to get the illusion of speed.
Yeah, under the lights, looks like a pickup about 10 to 15 mile an hour. In fact, they do get quicker.
Well, you know, when you get here towards the end, it's going to be at night. And last year I found myself in a position where I had to run really hard to run second, trying to run down Dale Earnhardt for the win. But I'm going to run awful hard. The thing is, you don't really need to run real hard at the beginning. You can take it easy, save your race car, save your tires, and wait for that perfect pit stop there towards the end to dial that car right in. Hopefully, you know, it'll be about a 50, 60 lap shootout there towards the end, and we'll be there. I'll be pushing awful hard if it comes down to those last 50 laps.
Looks indeed like it's going to go to the last 50 laps.
So important that they fall off a second and a half right quick, so they need all 4 tires.
Here's Gordon coming on to pit road. Gant should be coming in shortly. And Rudd. We'll go to Dick Berggren as Jeff Gordon makes his pit stop.
Gordon's getting ready. I tried to get from Rick Hendrick what they were going to do. He said, I'll tell you after the stop. That's how late they are deciding what they are going to do. Gordon, right side tires so far. No effort on the left. No effort on the left. Oh, here we go. Left rear tire being loosened up now. Gordon, get it with 2. 2 for Gordon.
9.5. Will it hold up? Will that strategy work?
I don't think that'll work.
2 to go. 2 laps remaining. Youngest winners over the years, Donnie Thomas at 20. Talk about the greats. Fireball Roberts won his first race in when he was 21. It was 30 years ago that Fireball lost his life in this race this weekend. Bobby Hillin was 22.
Man, I had to be in there somewhere when I was my first one.
They don't remember back that far.
Okay.
White flag. 1 to go. Coming around the Daytona 500 winner, Sterling Marlin. Looking up, Jimmy Spencer just in front of him. Boy, this is a moment.
He's dialing along.
Set on the pole at 181.439. He will become only the 5th driver in 35 years to win the Coca-Cola 600 at Charlotte, North Carolina from the pole. Checkers are out, and they are down, and it is Jeff Gordon victorious this evening on this Memorial Weekend at the Charlotte Motor Speedway.
Now I called another one wrong.
You're in good company.
No, they did the right thing. I wouldn't have took a chance on it, but they did.
Earnhardt up to congratulate him.
He's shaking his fist at him. No, not really.
He'll race you hard, but he'll tell you when you did a good job, and Gordon did it splendidly.
I think everybody knew that he was going to win, just didn't know when.
Well, it's happened here. In this major race of the season, the Coca-Cola 600 belongs to Pittsboro, Indiana's Jeff Gordon with a sensational run in the 35th annual Coca-Cola 600. Later, winner's circle. Here's Randy Pemberton.
Well, Jeff Gordon is taking a few moments, gives his fiancee Brooke a hug. It was very emotional when he came in here. Jeff Gordon in absolute tears. He finally wins his first ever Winston Cup victory here in one of the biggest races of them all, the Coca-Cola 600. Let me walk in here and try and get a word with this young man. Jeff, a fantastic day for you. A great call on the pitch. You guys deserve to go to victory lane. Great job.
I'm speechless, man. I mean, this is the greatest day of my life. I don't know what to say. I mean, you know, it's a wonderful feeling, but I owe so much to this crew. I told everybody we weren't going to be fast at the beginning, and that we'd be there when it got dark and the lights came on. It's exactly what this thing did. You know, this car's named after my fiance Brooke, and I love her very much. And this is just, I mean, unbelievable feeling. But you know, I got to thank Rick Hendrick, Chevrolet, DuPont especially. But this crew, I mean, they made that decision. I just drove the wheels off of it, but I didn't have to drive it too hard because they just did such an excellent job in the pits. And, man, that's what wins races, being smart, being there all day. We've been so unlucky lately. This is the only way to make it all worthwhile, man.
Well, they've said you've had the sophomore jinx all season. I know you wanted to put that behind you. You've done it tonight. You won one of the biggest races of all time.
We don't believe in jinx, you know. We just felt like things were happening that we had no control over, and we just kept working hard, had team meetings to get our morale back up. Man, we're ready to win some more now. This is unbelievable.
Okay, get on out of there and celebrate with these people. Jeff Gordon, fantastic run for Jeff Gordon today and this entire DuPont team.
Watch this, Richard. I mean, this crowd is going to come unglued. People love this new youngster.
Yeah, they're looking for a hero there.
Yeah, they are looking for a hero.
You know what I mean? They ain't none. I don't care what them cats is doing and done and stuff. They ain't none. So they're looking for somebody.
Well, here he is.
It's $1 million win for him.
Is it?
You know, yeah.
This crowd just waiting for him to gather himself up after he's gathered this race up and step forth from this car number 24, with which he's flown quickly.
There they go. Yeah, I think he's in a situation where nobody was pulling against him. They might be pulling for their favorite driver. I mean, like an Earnhardt fan, but they say, well, Earnhardt ain't going to win tonight. Let's jump on this kind of deal. And a lot of times that's what happens, and probably what happened a lot tonight.
122,000 people, plus what was in the infield, paying their respects to a 22-year-old youngster originally out of California who simply loves to race.